Well, one, you can freeze, take a breath, and just look what's going on. Try to notice why you're reacting the way you're reacting. What's the belief behind it? You're reacting on a belief. Maybe it's a defensive belief. But is it true? You have to find out if it's true. To do this, we use Heru, the falcon, for clarity. We take this reaction, whatever it might be for you, or these reactions, we take them one at a time. We examine, why am I reacting this way? What is the belief behind it? Is this belief useful? Is it true? And how do we know if it's true? We examine it, we look at it, we look at the extremes, we look at the opposites to see if this thing is really true. And sometimes it's very clear that it's true or it's not true. Sometimes it's gray, it's not so clear. But if it's in the gray area, you still can know what's more reasonable. What's a more reasonable action to have? Once you understand if a thing is true, a habit that you, or a reaction that you keep having, once you understand if it's true or if it's not true, or if it's reasonable, or if it's useful, you can then take the time to look to see what is more useful for you in your life. What's a better response? What's a better reaction? Once you've seen that or understood what a more useful reaction is, the next thing is to make that new understanding your brain's natural reaction. So how do we do that? Well, one, you use visualization. You visualize yourself responding or reacting in the way that is useful for you and for the other or others in your life. You visualize that. You put yourself in a situation where you're responding in the way that you know is true, in the way that you know is useful. By so doing, it's like a rehearsal. You start to rehearse how to respond to life. By doing this, you're also starting to recode the information in your brain, so that your brain takes on the new information. It starts to build new pathways. To make this work, you need to be consistent in your practice. You need to know what it is that you want. You need to know your end result. And then you need to practice visualizing, doing small scenarios in your life where you're going through a situation in the way you want it to be. You want your response to be in a certain way. So you go through it in your mind's eye. Feel it. Be that response. And every time you find yourself reacting in the old way, you correct it in that moment as well as you can. Take a breath, a deep breath. Breathe out. And then notice, oh, this is the old response. It's not useful. Remind yourself why it's not useful. And then, as much as is possible in that moment, change to what's useful. In situations where the reaction took you over and only afterwards you found yourself, you realized that you were reacting, that your reaction, start again. Sometimes you might find that you reacted in the old way, and you might notice that after the situation has passed, that is, you reacted, and now you're in a new situation, and you realize, oh my God, I did it again. I responded in a way that was really not helpful for me or the other person. I made a mess of it. Don't spend time blaming yourself or anyone else. Simply take a few deep breaths, relive the situation in the way that you know is useful and is better for you and for everyone else. This is an ongoing practice, and if you keep on doing this, eventually you will start to your brain will start to respond or react in a more useful way. This is what we're doing. We're reprogramming our minds like a computer in a way. And this is one way to do it. There might be many other ways, but this is one way to do it. And you use the imagery of Eru to remind you. So you could focus, close your eyes, visualize the falcon, Eru. He has a wide vision. You can see from very far. You can see very clearly. So you can practice just seeing that falcon, just to keep you in that. By visualizing Eru as the falcon, it's a reminder for you. It's a reminder to you to always be check things when it's just not right. Sometimes you just have a problem and you can't quite get it. So you go through this practice, you see the whole picture, then you focus in a bit more and more and more and more, and then you look at the details. You look at what is it that you want, what is it that's actually happening, what is it that you know, what is it that you don't know. You examine the whole thing, you go into the opposites, you go into the extremes, you find out what's true and what's not true, or if it's gray, what's the most reasonable thing to do, you could say. Because when it's gray, you don't know for sure if it's this or that. But you can know if something is more reasonable to do. And then you base your stuff on that. And you program that in your mind the way we've just discussed. And that's one way of breaking or escaping from your autopilot. In this case, from the unnecessary reactions, unwanted reactions, reactions that are not useful. You will still have autopilot, but it will be in your favor. It will be in alignment with Mahat. Because always we're looking to align ourselves with Mahat. Mahat is the guiding principle. Always we're looking to align with Mahat. We're not just looking for our own self-interest, even though that's very tempting. But only Mahat will bring us true fulfillment. So always look also, does this align with Mahat? Which means, is it beneficial for me? Is it beneficial for the other? Is it beneficial for the environment, for the whole? Does it match? Harmony means to put things in their right place. It's not about everything being same. but everything must be in the right place, and then we have what we call harmony. That's what we're looking to achieve. So I hope this video is helpful for you. Please like and share, and I'm going to put a link in the description, in the description below, where you can get I made a small PDF which gives you a little bit of outline for what's my heart, so that maybe you could have a better understanding to give you a better understanding of what my heart is. It's just a small outline. Download it, read it. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And I'm wishing you a great day. And please, again, share the video. Please like and share the videos with friends. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And we'll speak again soon.